Caution! Turn around! Hurry up! Jump! Over jump! Oh! Wow! Oh, God! Keep right! Keep left! Very long, easy right, maybe. Very long, easy left, maybe. Finish!
Okay, the commercials didn't exist.
That super cut. I love it.
I got it right out of the game, but yeah, no commercials. Hello and welcome to Play Retro. That's right, this is Play Retro, talking about old video games. My name is Scott Johnson. I'm one of your hosts, and I need to drift wherever I drive for the rest of my life. Hard left, maybe? There's no maybe. Let's do that hard left and never look back. Let's make mud!
Let's make mud! And I'm your other host, Brian Dunaway, and I'm doing more fishtailing than an afternoon by the campfire with Grandpa. Easy left my big ol' exhaust pipe. Now sing me that tune like only you Daytona can. Game over.
Daytona led directly to this piece.
Finish.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Rolling
Okay.
Woo.
Anyway, welcome to the show, you guys. We're going to be talking today all about Sega Rally Championship, one of my favorite racing series of all time. Huge fan. And I think it held up this week as I played more. Although I got to say, we didn't include it in our list. The PSP version, real good.
Yeah, the PSP version. I was going to include it in with the other ones, and I was like, by the time I got through with entry 6, I was like,
Yeah, it's maybe too many. Plus, I think maybe that PSP game was 06 or maybe 07. It may not be fully 20 years.
Outside of,
yeah.
But that's fine.
In that case, we'll cover all the stuff that led to it, and I'll mention it a little bit because it is a very good version of the game. So we'll talk about that in a minute, starting with arcade and moving forward. But before we do, a couple of quick things we got up to this week. I accidentally, and I mean this when I say accidentally, kicked my Wii across the room.
Wait, what do you mean? How did you are getting old if your Wii's all you were talking about the Nintendo.
The Nintendo Wii. So I had my Wii in this box over here, and I was like, I need to clean out some of that stuff, see what's in there, make sure no batteries are corroding or doing weird things. So I'm opening it out. I take out the Wii, and I set it up by itself over here on a towel. Just kind of laid it there.
Like a little Wii on a towel?
Like a little office towel. Like I didn't want it on myself. Because I have the hard ground, I didn't want to put it on there.
Yeah.
So I set it on that thing, and then I forget that I did it. And then the other day I walk in here, all lights are off, and I'm like, I just need to grab my wallet or whatever it is. Came in here for glasses or something. So I came in here with the lights off, kicked it square with my shoe, wham, sent that Wii skittering across the thing over here, and it just like exploded into plastic casing right over here.
What was that? What was that noise?
I know. The whole house was like, what the hell happened down there? It turned out it was it's okay. I was able to put the panel that came off went back on.
The panels are so easy to come off, and if you pick up a used Wii, you're probably going to be missing at least one panel, either the front one where the SD stuff goes, or that top one where all the GameCube controllers can plug into.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. In this case, this was one. I mean, this is my original Wii. I never had a second one, but it was one I probably haven't turned this on since like 08, 09, maybe. Oh. It's been a long time.
Right.
And I don't even know if I dare now because I've kicked it. I'm scared.
Well, I mean, there's nothing to be scared of. It's not going to change the outcome any, but but then it's like the Schrodinger Wii. You don't know if it's really busted.
I don't know if it's real until I open that box and look.
Yeah, until you open it and you're like,
Yep.
I know.
I also think the disc that's trapped in it, which I need to eject, is the small Wind Waker one from GameCube that you could play it in your Wii. Pretty sure that disc is in there somewhere. Yeah. So we'll see.
Always makes me nervous to put the smaller disc in a slot drive instead of I don't mind putting in like a tray drive where you get like a little inner circle that it kind of snugly fits into, but I don't like slotting in many discs.
I didn't like it at all, and it was this thing when the Wii came out. It'll play your GameCube games. And I went, yeah, and then I went, wait a minute, that's a little itty bitty plate. That's not the big plate. How y'all gonna do that? And it turns out they just suck it in there.
It works perfectly, but
I guess
makes me nervous every
I don't know
time.
how it's actually doing it. I'll be honest. Does it know to I don't know, grab it, pull it in here, and put it in the tiny slot thing? I don't know how it knows.
We should do that. I should bust one open and we'll just watch a disc go in.
I'm in. Let's
sure
do
there's
it.
video of it.
There's probably video. Oh, you know what? That's probably true. You don't have to do it. Someone else has done it.
I can still do it, though. But I can do it. I'll do it better.
Let me
because I'll make noises like in like a co-pilot in Sega Rally.
Well, let's see. Hold on, I'm going to see if this actually exists. Because if this exists, we'll watch it now. Disc. Oh, come on. Kid video's coming up. Disc.
Tiny disc.
Goes. Sorry, you messed me up. GameCube disc goes in Wii. Okay, let's see if we can find this.
You missed the Robbie wrist talk, Molly. Go ahead.
Yeah, you missed it, Molly. Did she take off for a while? Now she's here again? Is that what happened there?
Molly says hello. Go ahead.
Okay, resurfacing. Nope, don't care about that. I'm just trying to find somebody who'll just put it in and put it out. If you know what I'm saying. Okay, what happens when you put your
Like the rest of your Wii?
I found it. Okay, this is a video. I don't know if this is going to help us or not. We're going to find out. I'm not going to play the audio because it's just a guy talking and making
This
faces.
guy's very excited about it, though.
Yeah, he's fine. Whatever. Okay, so we're going to skip ahead. Wait, all right. Hold on.
Is he's just gonna show you putting one in?
You know what? Is that all he was gonna do?
Is that all he was gonna do? Show us how disc work?
Is that it?
Is he just gonna show us that he can insert? It's like a little ASMR kind of thing, maybe, where he just like.
I think that's it. I think he just shows that you can put it in and it knows where to go. Well, that ain't what I'm looking for, Internet.
No, that's not what I'm looking for.
All right,
not what I'm looking for at all.
Somebody track that down for us. We got
what a doucheberry.
Yeah, he's a doucheberry. Oh, I'm probably a nice guy. I have no idea. I'm sure he's just great.
You afraid he's going to hear or listen?
I don't know. Maybe he's one of those guys. You know what?
He's one of those guys.
YouTube says it's working. I don't know why. Are people okay in the chat? We're good, right? It's working.
Are you okay?
Yeah, it should all be working. Oh, look, we got a chest. Should we see what's in it?
I think we should see what's in the chest.
Yeah, we got a choo-choo.
Oh, we got a choo-choo over on Twitch. Okay. Yeah. Oh, because we did a thing. Very good.
Yeah, very nice. Very nice, everybody. Very nice. All right, let's move. Very nice. Let's move on to what you got up to. I saw some Qbert in your life. What happened?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So you recently talked to Qbert creator Warren Davis, and that inspired me as I listened to the interview to pick up the Creating Qbert, which you guys talked a little bit about on that episode, that very special episode, I guess, Core Play Retro, just the Warren Davis interview.
Yeah, I put it everywhere. Kind of slathered it all over the internet. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a nice hardback book. I picked it up off. I didn't finish listening to. I should have finished listening to the episode because before I even finished the episode, I had already ordered it off Amazon. And by the time I got to the end, it was like, you can order it from my website. And I'm like, crap. And I'm like, I've already ordered it. And I'm like, I'm not going to go back in there and mess with it. I'm like, well.
Yeah.
And so, sorry, Warren.
Have you read it yet, though? You got to read that thing.
Yeah, I am. I've read the foreword by Ed Boon. Mm-hmm. That's our Mortal Kombat guy. And then there's an afterword by John Newcomer. You know that guy Joustin. He's a real jouster. But yeah, I'm really interested, especially after I listened to that great interview you did and how he had a role in some of the technologies that created some later video gaming, because I just thought of him as the Qbert guy. Mm-hmm. And so now I know.
Yeah, he did a bunch of stuff. And the things that you did with mocap and what the MK teams used and all that, fascinating. Mm-hmm. If you haven't heard the interview yet, don't be going, oh, some old guy used to make games. That sounds boring. It's really not. He's super into it. He knows his stuff. We had a whole pre-thing where I didn't even record it, where we kind of talked a little bit about like AI stuff and kind of where his head's at on that. I didn't want to bring up too much of that on the show because the goal wasn't to talk about modern stuff, but
trying to stay focused.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you, I was so at first I was like, oh, good, Scott's going to interview Warren Davis. I'm not going to be there because that's a lot of stress. I've interviewed a lot of cartoonists over the year who are my heroes, and I'm like, it's always amazing to do, but it's also extremely stressful. But then after I listened to it, I was like, oh, Warren sounds like a really nice guy.
Really
now I'm really sad I didn't like pressure Scott and say, Scott, come on, man, come on.
Yeah, we should have. He's so easy. He was so easy going. I could have said, hey, send me your I don't know. Easy. Send me the original Qbert board that you got framed on the wall, and he'd probably do it. He'd probably do it.
Yeah, I love it when some of my heroes are super down to earth and cool like that. But it's always stressful because you never know till you get there. And sometimes they're raging alcoholics. Sometimes they're angry people. Yeah. Sometimes you're like, why did you even agree to do this interview? Yeah. And sometimes they're freaking amazing. Lesser times than the amazing part.
Yeah.
But yeah,
it's a good point. It's
also,
pretty cool. Look at you! What do you got here?
I had to go to the thrift store, right? And I found one of these Video Now disc. I don't know if I can do this thing justice. This screen has a little bit of bad burn in, but you have to have light reflecting on it anyway. It's got a tiny screen on it right now. I'm playing some SpongeBob. I don't know if you can we see SpongeBob up here every once in a while?
Not very well. I can see the disc down there moving.
It is some really low rent. And speaking of small disc, I wonder if we could. Let me see if I can actually stop. Am I doing it right? I don't know if I'm doing it right or not. But this is those Video Now things where kids. This is like before you'd have a portable DVD player or anything like that, and you would watch these in the back seat, and it was just like the worst thing ever. Right?
Yeah,
Imagine
bad.
trying to watch a movie on like a Game Boy, like an original Game Boy or something.
This is a Hasbro deal at the time, right?
I think it was Hasbro at the time. Yeah, Hasbro is what this was, and you could buy a disc for these bad boys. Let's see if I can. Oh, I know what the problem is. I'm trying to eject it like it's got an eject disc. It does not. You have to pull it. You have to push a button and then pull it up, and then you get your SpongeBob. So there's a lot of Nicktoons stuff on here, Nickelodeon shows. And these things aren't super cheap right now, but the resolution is horrible. It's a relic.
You can get an eBay deal for, let's see, Video Now Junior. Blues Clues, Sesame Street, Clifford, Nick Jr., Oswald, all that stuff. Whole bunch of discs for $125, including the player. So that's not too bad. Not too bad if you're into that sort of thing.
If you're into that sort, if you need your nostalgia scratched because you remember these things, that's great. If you're thinking you're going to have some kind of experience that's good, nope.
No, not really. Oh, this looks more like the one you did. Hold on.
Yeah, mine was a later model.
This one right
2001
here, right?
or something. Yeah, that's the one I got. That's the series I got.
That was 2000 actually, this was before the one I just showed. The Junior came out in 2003. This came out.
Okay.
And where's the year?
Where's the year?
Well, anyway, I barely remember these, but I do remember them.
Yeah, me too. I didn't remember at all. And when I saw it, I was like, what is this? Some kind of mini disc player or something? And I said, Video Now. I was like, oh yeah, I remember those. I was going to get Drew one. That's my oldest because it was the right age for that. And I remember thinking at the time, this is crap.
Yeah, that's what I thought as well. By the way, here's the 04 model. This came out in 04.
Now look at that with this translucent green.
Yeah, dude.
Awesomeness.
The 90s were living on that device.
Is sexy.
I'm trying to see. Oh, it gives you a size here. Yeah, these are pretty small. It says that is only about 5 inches wide on the device. I mean,
yeah,
screen's only, if you do the math there, it's about 2 inches.
I love that somebody has butchered their tape measure.
Yeah.
For 6 inches.
Yep. Hell yeah, they did.
What?
They cut that shit.
Or no, maybe.
Oh, maybe it's just connected.
That's shopped.
Oh, you know what it is?
It's probably their finger or something.
No, it's because all these images are stacked together and they're all taken on the same surface, so it just cuts it off.
Okay, that's hilarious.
Yeah. They also
I like the idea of somebody turning a tape measure into like a standalone ruler.
This is the one my kids wanted, this deal.
Oh, yeah, the clamshell thing.
Yeah, large 3-inch screen. Give me a break.
Ooh, look at that full color. I bet it didn't look like that.
No.
PVD. Personal video disc.
Personal bullshit disc. I don't like these things. Well, that's cool, though. Good find. What'd you spend?
I paid $3
for that? Oh, okay, that's pretty good.
$3, and it came with the SpongeBob. I'll be honest with you, if there had been no disc in there, there'd probably been no deal. But SpongeBob was in there. I was like, all right,
yeah, just get it.
It's like, I'll check it out. I can listen. If nothing else, I can just listen to an episode of SpongeBob for $3, right?
I've done weirder things with audio from TV shows.
Yeah, why not?
No problem with it. All right, well, there's that. Let's get into our topic today. Everybody pull out your steering wheel accessories.
Shall we play a game?
Brian's holding in his hands the Sega Saturn version of Sega Rally Championship. Which I would argue a lot of people thought that was the end-all be-all. I disagree now in light of how there's much better looking versions on PSP and otherwise, but still pretty strong entry despite the fact that the Saturn was a terrible 3D device. I
think for home experience, I think it is an amazing. Now, of course, if you can play the arcade, if you can go to the arcade and find the Sega Rally Championship Plus on the original board, I mean, it's going to be great, much better experience. But no, at home, this is the best you could do in the year of our Lord 1990. What was it? 6?
595.
595.
Well, 95 was arcade. I don't know about the. Let's see.
I think the Saturn was was it not 95? Maybe
it might have been the same year. I don't remember.
95. Yeah.
This was a big deal though, because the Model 2 board had come out sometime before that, as we indicated earlier when I played a tiny bit of this. The Daytona board is what it's all based on, and Daytona was cool, but Daytona was like flat, oval. Not a lot going on in terms of physics or whatever.
One type of surface to drive on.
Yeah. Whereas this was like, hey, mud, dirt, shocks,
right, some tarmac,
move you around a little bit. And it's what first sold me on the idea that a game like this can be like my favorite kind of racing game is rally games. It's because there's something about you versus the road instead of you versus other players. And there are other players in these races as well. But even when
just
you play
obstacles in my way.
Yeah, really. But even when you play these games, and this includes like Dirt 1 and 2 and all these other games, when you play those games now and it's just you on a track trying to beat the best times and stuff, I like those too, because the road is your enemy, and learning how to handle the road, it's turns, it's dips, it's water puddles, it's obstacles, it's tiny corridor turns, the sliding and what do you call it? What's it called?
Drifting.
Thank you.
The perfect drift.
Perfect
oh my
drift,
God!
crazy
Is there
little
nothing
bunny
better
hops.
feeling?
Oh, it's amazing.
Yeah.
If you can pull one off,
Yeah.
even the Saturn game, you pull off a nice drift in that thing. It just feels good.
It's like, oh yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing quite like it. And so it hooked me on that concept. And so from then forward, I played almost every rally game I get my hands on. PS1 had a bunch, the Colin McRae's we mentioned before. Sony even had one branded by PlayStation, and I forgot the name of it. Dirt Rally Racing or something. Anyway,
Dirt Rally Racing.
Well, that might have been it. Anyway, that game was very cool. When the Dirt games came out in the 360 era, I was like, holy shit, next level, let's go. And I've never stopped since. I get them all, even now, like some indie will come out and go, hey, we're bringing back the old rally vibe, the old school. And I'm like, yeah, I'm giving you $20. Let's go. Let's play this thing. So I have a real problem, like an addiction to this kind of game because of Sega and their damn crack-loaded racing game, Sega Rally Championship. It's very
same.
Good.
And what makes me mad is that they have not continued doing it. I don't understand why you can't get me. I mean, sure, you could say, well, there's so many other races. Shut up. Give me the Sega Rally, Sega.
I'll tell you why. I know why. Because
they're a bunch of whiny little buttholes.
There's no money. I mean, Sega's a big company publishing big titles now, right?
Right. Yeah.
They had some of the best games of last year and the year before that under their name, their title. But you hardly think about them anymore, right? It's just like they're the publisher. You don't really think too much about it. But this game and racing games like it are notoriously not out of favor right now, but they're not big money makers. And even when they try to make them games as a service where other players are around, or you're doing like open world multiplayer stuff, battle passes, all that shit, it's not where people are. So to make one of these, a proper one of these with maybe some multiplayer, but mostly this single player rally experience, arcadey or not, it's a niche that is a bit like RTSs now. It's a little like some of these games that it's not that they can't make good ones or that they won't sell. It's just they won't sell enough for what people think games need to sell for now. Yeah. From big publishers like this,
And Forza's already doing,
they got Horizon.
It's so versatile. So I mean,
But even that, like Gran Turismo and Forza, the high end Forza games, the super simulating ones, those are all kind of falling out of favor as well, in favor of Horizon, which is a bit more arcadey, which I would argue is a bit like these.
These very much like these.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, that's how I actually applied things that I learned in Forza Horizon that I did not understand back when I would play these games, when to brake in a turn and that sort of things. It was always a mystery to me. But actually, I'll say that I played the PS2 special disc that came with a Japanese version of Sega Rally Championship 2006. And it had in its manual some of the best diagrams for how to do the drifting and the braking through turns I've ever seen. As a matter of fact, I think I'm going to print them out and post them on my wall.
You should put them on your wall
because they are fantastic. I'll send you the link to them. But
this game,
they're really good.
this video you're watching now, if you're watching live or seeing this in the archive, this is Sega Rally 2 Championship. This came out in arcades and Dreamcast, so we have a big uptick in fidelity.
Yeah,
but it really retained its whole like big slides, big drifts, muddy terrain, a little wonky, trying to navigate it all. Irritating guy next to you going, big jump, long left, maybe, right, left, short, maybe, stick it up your butt.
That was
maybe.
That was the stuff you played at the top of the show. That was your co-pilot, essentially, the guy who sits there and tells you when you're going to turn. You can also turn that into a lady's voice, which I did, and I actually really enjoyed her panic. So the characters also have like a panic if you hit a wall or something.
Sure.
Like woo, like that or something.
Yeah.
And so, she's a lot of fun if you get a chance to do that.
Yeah, there's some of that in this. Let's see.
Very long, easy ride, maybe.
Not that.
Very long, easy ride, maybe.
Okay, maybe.
Oh,
maybe.
Oh, wow.
That's it.
Wow.
Oh, whoa, oh. When you fishtail a little bit and, hit your rear on a wall, they'll get a little bit of that.
And it's the first time I've ever heard that. I know that's part of rally racing, the sport, the actual real life sport, is a guy with a clipboard next to you.
With a clipboard, it's great.
Doing his thing. And I knew
worst job ever.
I knew that, but I didn't know he was always barking this stuff at you until I played this game.
Yeah.
And I went, why is this guy won't shut up? And I realized, no, this is part of the sport, Scott, you dumbass. He's just a little goofy because it's a Japanese guy doing English lines and you can kind of hear the accent come out and all that.
I'm not sure exactly the guy who does it in the first one or the second one, but there's also, I don't know if you had a chance to do replays on the Sega Saturn version. And he is hilarious because he kind of sounds like he learned his English from the Christopher Walken School of English. And it's pretty amazing.
I have to check it out.
Yeah.
I have to dig that up. I, again, would say that I can't overstate this. It changed how I interface with racing games. They went from I race on a track to beat other players or NPCs, and at the end I get third place, second place, or first. That is a racing game. Now let's go to a new race. Like that idea went, pah, and I went, no. There's snow and shit now. There's mud. Yeah. There's rocks and stone. And sometimes I have to go from asphalt to some mud, which changes how the car handles. And I got to deal with that. It was like a Souls-like where the boss is the road. And it changed how I think about racing games entirely. And to this day, it's very hard to get me excited about a racing game unless it's something like this.
And it wasn't just you, Scott. This was brand new in the market. No one was doing this, and that's one of the reasons why everybody loved this. Now, some of the things that stuck around and inspired many other games along the way is that. But then things that didn't inspire them was I got confused the first couple of times I played this game, the first one, because I was like, you could run the championship mode. Yeah. You get a time trial or championship if you play on the Sega Saturn, that is, and you would do the first track, like a dirt track, and you would, best you could do usually is like 14 or 13 out of 15, right? Yeah. And I was like, oh, so I guess I just suck and I lost. No, it's like progression. So then you race the next track and you start at whatever place you finished the last one at, and you have to work your way up to the final track and hopefully make it in the top. Yeah. At that point.
Sounds
and
right.
the game is, and so I'm glad they don't do that because you don't really see that much anywhere else because it was very confusing to me. I'm like, wait, did I knock somebody out? Are they completely out now? Yeah. And I'm like, it's a qualifying round? I didn't quite understand.
Do you ever play it in the arcade when it was linked, when there were multiple machines, sit-down machines linked up? Did you ever do that?
I never played the linked ones. I've seen them in arcades. Good. I've only played the standalone one in arcades.
The only problem I had with it and two is that in arcades you're just racing a clock. That 32 seconds up top there, that's your opponent. And if you run out of time, give me some more coins, right?
Right.
I don't mind that in arcades. I think it fits arcades really well. But at home, I definitely needed more. So I was glad that most of these games had multiple modes.
Time, a ghost, so you can race yourself, like you said.
All that stuff really extended the life of the product. But playing that in an arcade with like 6 of these things linked up was an experience, man.
I'm so jealous of anybody who had that opportunity. This is a really hard game to encounter. So trying to find it at an arcade or trying to get this at home is going to be tough. It's not really anywhere. Like you can't go like to Good Old Games or someplace. This is a console game and an arcade game. And even the board is kind of hard to emulate for the arcade. And if you're going to play it, I suggest pursuing so like I said earlier, there's the PS2 version of Sega Rally Champion 2006, which game is okay. But if you bought it in Japan, it comes in a 2-pack, and it would have the 1995 version arcade, almost perfect. And you would get all the good stuff like your rear view mirror, and you can see when you see how far you are on the map, because there's like this bar at the top. It's like a progress bar, how far you finished on the track. And unlike the Sega Saturn home version, where you don't really progress very far in that first track, the first track you make it much further up, and it's much more arcadey, just like you would expect. And the graphics are much smoother. You don't have all the jitteriness or the blockiness you'd see on the Sega Saturn. And the people you can see as well. The people on the side of the roads, which I always think, I'm like, you people crazy. I know people really do this at rallies, stand on curves in rallies, and I'm like, not me. No, sir.
Yeah.
I ain't standing by no cars zipping by, losing grip and everything. No, thanks.
No, I'm with you on that. I've got. Let's see if I can. I find the game was called Revo on PSP, right? Oh,
there was a Revo version. There was a Revo version.
So there was Revo for PSP, and they also made a PC game. I'm gonna skip ahead a little bit here. There we go.
I didn't play this one at all because I knew this one was a little.
So this is the PSP game, and it's a little more modern. Yeah. But I'll tell you what, man. I think they really nailed the whole thing. Like this might be the ultimate one for me, and I don't know why. Maybe the physics are a little more tweaked. Maybe it's the graphics. I don't know. But the PSP game, legitimately cool. The mud collects on the cars. Damage shows up. The mini map's annoying. Look at that fat thing.
It's right there. You can see. You don't even need a guy sitting beside you yelling stupid crap.
Yeah. Don't laugh. Maybe easy. Over the thing. Up, over. Yeah, I don't know about that either. But there was a PC version too. Look how good this looked. Now, this is abandonware.
The PC version.
It's abandonware.
Yeah,
they don't even
abandonware.
They don't support it. You can't get it. I can't go to Steam and install this. I got to go get it in some cheaty way. That sucks, Sega. What's the point?
Yeah, My Abandonware is a place to get it. They've got full instructions on how to get it. All the gankiness running in your latest Windows 10, 11, whatever is possible. I didn't have time.
It's a beautiful game. I don't know if this version I'm watching right here has been modded or not, but it looks great.
It's probably got more modern shaders and stuff applied to it. I don't think this is how it looked back when it came out.
I don't know either. It's nice though. Yeah. I would play this now if I could get it. Sega, what are you doing? I know what they're doing. This is all about licensing running out. So this is a Mitsubishi you're watching. The back end of, and they had lots of cars, Toyota, others. They had, like a lot of racing games do, they get real brands because that lends authenticity to the thing. I personally would prefer they didn't do that. Just mimic them the way Burnout did, because then you don't ever run out of whatever the licensing problem is. Because when this runs out and your deal's done, you can't keep selling the game without re-upping your license with Mitsubishi, Toyota, whoever. And I hate that because then these games go to crap and go away and no one gets to play them anymore. And I hate that. It's lame.
Look how proud Toyota was. They included a little insert in my little manual.
Yeah, look at that. Somebody paid for that.
With Toyota and Lancia and all that stuff. Yep. Thanks to the cooperation, baby. Yeah.
Really,
actual cars.
Really bums me out because there's no other. I wish they had a way to just say, all right, all those models are now swapped in with fakes. Go play your game, because who cares? I don't care that much about the brands, not really. I just want semi-realistic physics and action. Yeah, that's it.
I don't know. I really get enamored with the cars. So at the arcade you only had two cars to choose from. You also could choose from automatic or manual, but you had the Toyota Celica GT4, which is the one I love visually. It's the most appealing to me. However, the Lancia Delta HF Integral it performs better in my opinion. And then if you get the Sega Saturn at home, you have unlockable Lancia Stratos. And it is just, I can't drive that thing.
Yeah. A little
but it's
flop
pretty
sloppy.
Cool.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. You can also tweak too. That's another thing. If you had the home version, couldn't tweak it at the arcade, but if you had the home versions, you could tweak the suspension and the tires. Just a few things, not a lot of things. And even when you tweaked it, it's not like you see when you're playing stuff like Forza Horizon now, where you can make some really big tweaks. It was just a little bit of adjustments, which is good because this game always has the difficulty level. If you play normal, there's easy, normal, and hard. If you play normal, it's always right at the edge. You can't make more than like a mistake or two. Yeah. If you're playing normal. So you do need those little tweaks so you can optimize.
Yeah, optimize your driving.
race.
Absolutely. All the newer rally stuff does this as well. So these are all good incremental steps toward perfecting the model. But you just mentioned the Horizon or Forza Horizon series. 4 was just delisted for these same reasons.
Yeah.
All the licensing ran out. 5's still active, but there'll be a time where 6 is the thing and 5 is delisted. I don't like that. I don't like
it.
Shouldn't happen that way. But you can go play these originals in various ways. Try to find the disc, like you did. You have it right there. Show that again.
Yeah, I have the real Sega Saturn disc. This is the most affordable way if you're wanting to play this today, because that Sega that PS2 version I'm saying is a Japanese exclusive, and it's kind of pricey even on eBay. Yeah. You're gonna have your best luck locating one of these. You can get one with no box if you just wanting to. If you have a Sega Saturn, Sega Saturns are fairly affordable. You can pick up a Sega Saturn for about $100 most days, and then maybe you can get the 3D controller. It'd be a little more expensive. That's something we haven't talked about either. The regular D-pad is not great for steering with this. It's best to have that or the steering wheel. Have that 3D or the steering wheel. But I think like $20 or $12 or something for one of these. If like just a loose disc, you can get more too. You can get a case if you want to, but you don't have to. And you also can get the like back here. And you see, I have the disc here, but I'm also playing it behind me. And how I'm doing that is I'm running what's called a Saru card or a satiator, and it takes little SD cards, and you can put your ROMs in there. And then you don't have to burn up your your laser.
Yeah, I like that
bad boy.
That's how I'd want to do it. We've talked about this before. I need to get into that whole side.
Sega Saturn is, if you're looking to get into retro gaming in general, Sega Saturn is a very accessible place to get in. Not a ton of games at decent prices, but enough to keep you entertained.
Yeah, for sure. This, by the way, is the PS2 arcade version. 2006, I want to say, was the. And you said it was Japanese only, is that right?
So in 2006, they released that double pack that had this version that you're showing now, which is the Arcade Perfect. They had to recreate entirely from scratch. They couldn't use on the Sega Saturn version, they couldn't use any of the arcade assets, so they had to create it from scratch, which makes it even more amazing. But that one you're looking at is pretty much a straight port from the arcade. So you can read stuff. You can see what's on the car.
Yeah, you can see the drawing.
It says Martini Racing.
Yeah, the running, or sorry, drawing is not as bad. Obviously, the original.
Oh yeah, the drawing is terrible on the Sega Saturn, but it's not distracting.
No, it'll get you through
if you look.
Yeah, and less jittery. It's just a better game overall. Yeah, I think it's just a better playing game. They got better over time. Others would come along and I think perfect the model. But, by the time you're playing this one, you're playing Fords and Subarus, Mitsubishis, Peugeots, like you mentioned, Toyota and Lancia, like all these brands. And look, I'm not dumb. If they're going to make a game like this or a new Horizon game, they're going to spend the money to license the cars because that sells copies of the game. In the same way that NFL games or, basketball games are going to sell better if it's NBA or NFL and has all the licensing. I personally don't mind it when it's like, it's the Buffalo Nitpickers versus the Arizona Anal Feasts, and you just go, right? I'm fine with that. I don't have a problem with that. Make it arcadey, whatever, and I don't have a problem with it in racing games, but this is a me. I know it's a me problem. It's a me problem.
It's not a you problem. You like the game mechanics. But I do see, if you were a real sports rally watcher, these are two cars that are based on two real rally racers from the time, decked out just like their cars. The drivers' names are not listed on the game, but you know who they are. And so if you have that, same reason why I'm okay with like sports games and stuff, because I mean, some seasons you're like, my team is the best and I want to play as, this player. I want to be able to throw from my quarterback. I want my receiver to be the team that I'm playing. So I also get that, but I'm with you as well. If I'm just looking at gameplay and purchasing a game once and not purchasing a game every year for an updated roster.
Yeah, that's how I am. Hey, guess what I did last night? Guess what I did?
Right. What did you do last night?
I played this version right here. The Game Boy Advance.
Why would you do that to yourself?
Because I don't think it's as bad as people think it is. It's not, the fidelity is what you would expect from the GBA. But I kind of like it. I don't know why I like it. I also there's a Colin McRae portable one too that I kind of like.
Right.
But look at this muddy mess. I'm going to see if I can hit play. Here we go. I mean, it's nasty. But
so
I had fun with it. I got far with it, in fact. I had a good time.
It reminds me, and this is the problem for me, so it reminds me of when we played Monster Truck Madness, and we played these DOS and PC versions of Monster Truck Madness, and then we had a Game Boy Advance version. I was like, I don't think it's as bad as people think, because we were going from slow-ass monster truck racing to this Game Boy. I'm going from one of my favorite games here, Sega Rally Championship, that controls so well and just has the coolest, cars, and to the same graphics I had of that Monster Truck Madness thing, and I'm just like, meh.
Yeah, I get it. I truly,
it was
I do.
Too far.
I don't know. I don't know what it is I enjoy about these. In particular, rally games that came to GBA. I actually quite like them. But I think that just says how much I like the genre, because having it on a little tiny screen, there's something to that, right?
Little tiny screen.
Take it with you. You're not on your TV. This is as good as it got back then for portability until the PS2 or PSP version. I mean, the PSP version compared to this, I mean, good Lord, there's not even a comparison.
Yeah.
But by then, Nintendo's, well, let me see if I have this right. GBA and PSP and DS were the competitors, right?
I think that's,
they both came out that year.
Right, yeah.
So by then, you could do more 3D stuff on a DS, and it still looked like shit compared to the PSP. The PSP was really awesome.
Really ahead of its time. I was so mad when they just kind of... Sony has disappointed me so many times in the past where they just kind of go, here's something awesome. We just accidentally made it, and now we're not going to try again. We're just going to...
Yeah.
Vita was amazing too.
I love it.
Kind of snuck under the radar, and I wasn't aware of how awesome it was, and it just didn't seem like they had the support for it.
You know why? Because Sony sucks ass at the portable market, not on the capabilities of the system, not on the software library, on the supporting it, promoting it, and not forcing down your throat Sony proprietary things like stupid memory sticks.
Yeah, they were so busy trying to sell memory sticks, they didn't pay attention. They They
thought the money was in the format. They were wrong. They're dumb. Yeah. Same with UMDs. Dumb.
Yeah.
You guys, Sony. They would still be a big player in portable if they weren't so freaking stupid.
I don't know how they lost. I do not know how they lost. They should have won.
They should have done what they did. They should have done what they did with the PlayStation. Come in, disrupt the market, and flip entirely who the leader is. Yeah. And force Nintendo really to go to a place of niche, and they're fine. Nintendo's fine. Yep. But you know what I mean? Like, they could have done that in the portable market, and we wouldn't be playing, people wouldn't be scrambling for Switches. They'd be scrambling for whatever Sony did with that idea.
Yeah.
Dumbasses.
That's what makes me so mad about Sony's always shooting themselves in the foot.
I got to do a longer video about that, because that is just to me, it is the most insane thing they've ever done.
Yeah,
and they really did it twice.
Twice.
Yeah, and by the second time, they had no heart in it, so they were like, Vita, okay, go get it, okay. And I loved my Vita, but they made
loved our Vitas.
They made it stupid hackable. Yeah. They didn't focus on making that shop good for like indies and stuff. They just. That car just drove right past him to continue the metaphor of cars. Dumbasses.
Buddy.
I still have mine, but I ain't using it for nothing.
I need to get. It's one of the beloved handhelds for playing retro video games that's not like one of those Amber NICs or any number of modern systems, because it is really capable of doing some really good things. So yeah, I've been meaning to pick up another one myself. I think the only PSP I think it just said the PSP 2000. I don't think I have. Yeah, I don't have Vita anywhere.
Tondagosa reminding us of the Xperia Play, which was
the
PSP phone. Yeah, just a phone, man.
Oh, right. How are they supposed to compete with the Engage, which also got a version of Sega Rally Championship?
Oh, do you want to see this shit? I've been video of this.
I've heard that the Nokia Engage was actually a superior game than the GBA. Is that what you think that
I'm going to go ahead and say no to that. First of all, I hate the orientation of it, the format, yeah. But let me get to where there's some actual racing. This game actually felt like a slideshow. I would not be able to play this. Now, I've only seen video. I don't have one I can play it on. This looks like Garbaggio number 10 to me. Just shitty. That's just shitty. Look at this.
So you say they don't have a ghost car in this one like the Saturn version. You know what about split screen? Can you like go head to head and like sit over top of your Nokia Engage with somebody and go split screen? Can you do that?
No, you cannot do that. You can't do any of those things with your freaking Engage. It's not that, the attempt wasn't valiant. I just think that format was never going to work. But here's the thing. The Xperia, it's like, what do we capitalize on? Well, PlayStation, what people really into here at Sony. Let's call it the PlayStation phone. And someone says, oh, no, give it a name nobody knows what the hell it is. Let's call it the Xperia Play. What the F is that?
Yeah.
Sony!
People love that. And we should sell memory cards with it.
Why are they so stupid? It really boggles me.
It really makes me mad because they have such great talent on team to make these great products, and they always have these great starts, and they just make these dumbest decisions where they just stub their toe and just dumb.
By the way, this looks damn smooth compared to the Engage game. I'm telling you right now, this is a superior game that we're looking at.
Yeah,
you can hate the GB, you can hate on the GBA people at home, but I'm telling you,
well, that's the thing. I love the GBA, so I was kind of excited when I saw there was a GBA version, and I was like, oh, this is not much different than that monster truck game that I played. I was like, oh.
You know what they could have done? They could have made a top-down rally game that it would have worked pretty well, I think, on that device. I mean,
you're right. Yeah,
and I played.
They've done that with a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, I didn't play those. There's modern indie games now that are rally games from a top-down view. Those are fun. I like that shit.
Those are way fun. Yeah, and we've played some racing games on there where it's top-down. So I think so.
We've talked a little about. We haven't done a show about it yet. We need to, or did we? Did we do a thing about micro machines and all that?
No, we talk about micro machines all the time, and it needs to be one of our upcoming episodes. Maybe after this next one, we won't say what that is yet. But yeah, maybe after this next one, we'll head back to this. Because I was thinking about some other racing games because I'm a racing game fiend, and I love it. And I'm like, got to be careful because every episode will be racing games. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I always feel neglectful too is also for football games and stuff like that. Other sports games like FIFA, we've never covered any of those. And I'm like,
that's because they're kind of boring. Like,
you say that, but man, I was thinking about what was it? NFL Fever.
Yeah,
that just seems cool. So different.
NFL Blitz, very different.
Blitz, yeah.
What were the games? The sideways 8-bit ones that Tecmo Bowl. Those games are amazing.
Yeah.
And I love.
It's right here at football season too, and I was like, just thought. Maybe I'd do it next season.
Mutant League football, Mutant League hockey are two of my favorite things ever. Yeah. I don't have a problem with doing that kind of stuff. I'm just talking like FIFA Madden. 2001. FIFA 2002.
Yeah.
3.
We're
just going to keep making them.
We're never going to stop.
And they'll never be that different, but keep playing.
By the way, we didn't get to play. So I have a net link for my Sega Saturn.
Yeah,
you couldn't hook up a bunch of, you couldn't like at the arcade, you could link all those arcade ones up. At home, you could use NetLink, and they released a later version for the Sega Saturn where you could play Sega Rally online through NetLink. And instead, what I did was I hooked up 2 controllers on my machine, and I raced myself. And I thought it was going to be hard because I was like, I'm going to have to be like managing 2 cars at the same. Comes to find out, it's really hard to get turned around and going the wrong way.
Yeah.
In the Sega Saturn version.
Yeah.
Now, there's some other versions of this that no problem. You get turned around and it'll say, you're going the wrong way, fool, you're going the wrong way. And you can do that on the Sega Saturn. It's just really tough.
It's just really it's on, not rails, but you're locked in pretty good.
Yeah, like a lots of times, you know, one of the things that'll really kill your time is if you take a turn too sharp or fishtail and hit and get turned around, and you have to spend time turning the car back around. Well, there's no reverse in this game, so it has to like kind of reposition you, so like jump, and it doesn't penalize you for too long for doing something stupid. And so I was just able to just accelerate essentially with both and able to finish. And I want to say that. Actually, the Lancia, I think, did actually end up accidentally turning around backwards near the end, but the Toyota Celica was able to finish up.
Who makes Lancia? Who is that?
It's Lancia, right? Aren't they? Lancia Delta aren't they their own?
I mean, was that a Japanese, French? Like, where are they? What's the deal?
I'm not. Look, I'm not that big of a car fan. I mean, I love cars, but I don't know that much.
Oh, look what you know. What is a good reminder? I forgot to even talk about this. So Taz in our chat just posted it. He made this rad archive.
Oh yeah,
because we're sitting here talking about, hey, did we cover that game? You know, that kind of thing.
Did we cover that?
I don't know if we did. This is the Play Retro archive. It's playretro.kuma.io/archive.
Yeah.
We'll link it somewhere in show notes and stuff. But anyway, you can hit the thing. Look at this business. I got to show the whole thing. It's not.
I love that. It reminds me of the old meta tag kind of cloud things, but it's not that.
No,
it's
and it's so much more interactive.
Spinny style. It reminds me of also the Apple Watch and how it does this little icons and stuff where you can spin stuff around.
It's awesome. So if I click on Game Boy Color, those are the only games we've done there. Game Gear,
Handful.
A little few more, but you know, if you click one, brings it up. The Strike series. Here's one. The Addams Family games. Here's one we talked about on Game Boy Color. So look at this.
So cool.
Genesis, bunch more, and television.
Yeah.
Couple. Oh, I you know what I'm doing? I'm adding to the same
You're
pile.
accruing. You're accruing the pile.
There we go.
Yeah.
Genesis.
Unaccrue.
There's in television, which sounds right. What? Jaguar, one game.
We done one game for the Jaguar and
it was on. It's not even that they were on the Jaguar. It's that there was a version on the Jaguar. It wasn't like exclusive to the thing.
Yeah.
We've only done one Neo Geo CD game, the Metal Slug series.
That's right.
Game Boy Advance, pretty good crew. Arcade, I'll bet, is our biggest. That's a pretty big one.
It should be pretty big.
This is so rad.
Yeah.
I freaking love it. And there's a search feature, and 3DS is probably not going to show much. I think maybe one game. Yeah.
Yeah, we've done a few, but not many.
What's on there? Streets of Rage. That's it.
Oh,
I don't
wow.
even remember. I don't remember that version being on there.
I don't either.
Anyway,
learn something every day.
What's this? I can't. My photo's here, so I can't see it. Mega Drive, Master System.
Mega Drive.
Anyway, if you take that all off of there and you just look at the giant word cloud, there's something, and you can zoom in.
Yeah.
This is so badass, dude.
I love it.
I love visualization of data anyway.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite things in the world. So
and it's really like I've been thinking a lot about computers because everybody wants to keep talking about what's the future of computers, and they're all like going, "Oh, is this going to be all cloud based?" I'm like, we've had this discussion like every 5 to 10 years. It'll be server side because it's too expensive to run the latest technologies local, and then we'll go, "Oh, now we made it cheap enough for a home user." Oh, now I come to think about it, and I was like, what do I really need a computer for? I mean, if it really comes down to the basis of it, all I need is a budget application.
Yeah,
maybe some math things that are
some math
that maybe some some data storage.
Sure,
maybe a little data storage so I can quickly go through things. That's about it. I mean, do I really need to render a whole bunch of crap? I don't know.
Maybe not.
Yeah,
maybe not. I don't know. I love this though.
Truly, I was thinking also as I don't mean to get off on a tangent. While I was thinking about that, I was also thinking about why in Star Trek they never did predict. Like Wesley Crusher sitting around looking at his tricorder for all day, just flipping through the
scrolling
tricorder hand computer, right?
Well, the idea is that by then we've gotten over all that.
We'll never get over it.
The optimism of Star Trek is that all the things of the modern day, no matter what they may be, that are bad for us or habit forming or divide us or whatever, that all of that goes away after that big war. I don't know if it was not the eugenics war, but the whatever it was. and then enlightenment
we stop being
happens.
selfish.
Yeah. We start being enlightened. We stop worrying about making sure everyone's trying to climb a ladder ahead of each other. Instead, we're all on the same ladder. All that kind of stuff. But,
Man, as soon as I can get Earl Grey tea out of a wall, I mean, I'm done.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, I mean, like, what else would I need?
Done. We're done. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the end.
Yeah.
Of that.
End game. Yeah. Don't have to worry about did I buy some and put it in the refrigerator? No, you just walk up to it and it's there.
Yeah.
Anything. Yeah.
I love it.
Done.
Well, there you go. That's basically it. There's a lot of beef I have about how they have never done new ones.
Dude, we could get into a whole bunch of things. We didn't talk about all the cool little people graphics on the side of the road. There's so much. There's a lot to dig in here. Also talking about Sega AM3, the research and so this kind of made it through several iterations of that, all the way like to I think AM6 or something like that. But then we also got the guy who made all the music, does the Game Over, Daytona finish. I'm never gonna say his name right, but Tekanobu, is that right? Nope, not even close. Anyway, the guy who does the music.
Something like that.
Mitsuyoshi
Tekanobu.
I got his last name, I think, but I don't know I can't do his first name. I've been trying.
Yeah.
I need a Japanese tutor.
Sure.
For names.
I could use a tutor of various kinds, honestly.
Right. Can you imagine somebody in Japanese never spoke any English trying to say Scott?
Well, no, but I don't have to imagine him saying left maybe or whatever. I can hear that.
Left maybe.
There's a game currently on early access on Steam, but it has been 20 months since the developers have said anything. I'm a little worried it's been abandoned, but there's a game called DDI Rally Championship. You may notice a similar logo treatment. They are clearly wearing their inspiration on their sleeve. The reviews, although only 40 of them, are at 72%. Those who are positive are pretty positive. Those who are negative are pretty negative about some model problems, like driving model.
Yeah.
But it is early access. Who knows? We may see something come out of this.
A lot of complaints are that it's like a demo. It's like a tech demo. And there's nothing original here.
Yeah.
I don't know. I could see that, but it's cheap. So, I mean,
there's also a lot. Yeah, it's $11, super cheap. You can go though and find, there's this brand new one. I think I'm going to grab this. This one's at 96%. People are loving it. This is more like the top down approach. It looks like this when you're playing it, but
that's interesting.
It looks awesome.
If I could do that.
I kind of want to play this.
Did you drive? Oh, that also we didn't talk about how the cars are either behind cam or front dash cam. Did you always stay behind the car?
Oh, always behind the car. I need to see my car. F the other way. No way.
I'm fine inside the car if I can see like the steering wheel and the windshield. But I don't like being on the front bumper. I don't like the way that feels.
Man, this thing is only $9, right? I'm buying this today.
Which one is that one?
This one called Super Woden. Hold on. Sorry, Super Woden, colon Rally Edge. It's a weird name, but it's only $9 right now. It's on sale, 30% off. It's got overwhelmingly positive reviews. This looks rad. I will be playing this later. It looks like when you're playing top down, but also behind the car. That's your main view right here.
Yeah.
I can live with that. I don't want to be up in my hood. I don't like that at all.
I don't like being on the front bumper. Like I said, I don't mind being inside the car. I just don't want to be on the front bumper. But I kind of like this. It's from a few years back. It's Rush Rally 3, and it's got much more positive reviews. You know, it's like I guess 4 years old now. Mm-hmm. But it looks a lot. It's got the same kind of follow angle, and it reminds me very much of that Rush Rally 3. And what's it like? Demo $14.99 for the game. Yeah.
And there's a lot of
some of my friends own it. Look at that.
Just do a search for Rally in Steam. You're actually going to find a whole lot of cool stuff. There's this game called Retro Rally. It's got bad reviews, but that looks like it might be something for somebody.
Yeah.
My favorite up here is one I own, which is, where is it? Art of Rally is really good. So is Old School Rally. I love the Dirt Rally 2.0 and 1.0 games.
Before, haven't we?
Yeah, I think so. Death Rally looks like it's top down, but there's a bunch of these. Rally games they're out there, man. You want to get in the mud? You want to get out there? Well, good news. Because that's what
news, everybody.
That's what they got going for you. It's a good time to be a Rally fan if you're into the indie space at all.
Yeah.
All right, you guys, we made a game that we made up. We're now going to play it. All right. This game is
we
called,
made a game?
Yeah, we did. It's called Guess My Game. It's called the chopliftergame.com.
Oh, did we have to license it or anything? Do we have any licensing deals? Or
No,
anything?
we don't have to do any of that. Thank goodness.
Right, good.
We'd be
Thank
screwed
God.
if we had to. So here it is right here.
Destroy it.
We're going to play Guess Our Game, play a little audio clip, and then a year and platform will be given so that we can give hints to each other. I'm going to start this week with the Sega Saturn in the year of 1995.
Oh, that same year that we started this deal.
That's
business.
right. Here's your
Yeah.
audio. See if you can figure it out.
Oh, okay.
I owned this game.
You pwned this game?
I owned it. I didn't pwn it. Kind of got this hillbilly music throughout the whole thing.
I love it though, man. At first I thought it was gonna be like it's gonna be like a race game, and then it sounded like it's gonna be something else. It's interesting.
Well, let's
Okay.
find out what you can make of these four possible answers. Again, Saturn 1995 was the answer A. Wengan Dead Heat.
Wangan Dead Heat.
Probably Wengan, yeah.
I don't know.
B. Cyber Speedway. C. Impact Racing. Or D. High Velocity. All real games, all racing games on the Saturn.
Okay. Wangan Dead Heat, never heard of it. Cyber Speedway, I think I actually remember something called Cyber Speedway, and I think it's even done it one time before, but I don't think it sounded like that. Impact Racing or High Velocity. I feel like High Velocity Impact Racing, maybe I'm going to go D. Give me a D, Scott. High Velocity.
No, I'm so sorry. It was actually, and it doesn't match, I know, but Cyber Speedway is the answer.
Dang it.
Yeah.
I played Cyber Speedway before. I don't remember the funk.
Let me give
I don't
you
remember the hillbilly funk.
Let me give you some visuals on this. So this is, there you go. They tried to make a Wipeout game.
Oh, yeah.
It was not very good. I will say that.
This music does not match what I am seeing visually at all.
Not at all.
My pod racing, what is this?
It is definitely like Wipeout. It's supposed to be hover racing. The driving model kind of blows. I remember the time being just so sad because I was like, oh, Wipeout. No. This isn't like Wipeout. This is shitty.
That's what you get for putting cyber in your game.
Yeah, don't put any cyber in your
Cyber,
game.
yeah.
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 Also, the Saturn just struggles with these fat textures and, you know, they
It
need
tried to be a little bit of everything, and it ended up being
nothing.
hard. It ended up being a really great fighting platform in Japan, but here
That's true.
it struggled with a lot of stuff.
I liked
Yeah.
all the, what do you call it? The 2D stuff was all great on
Yeah.
there. Some of the best 2D you're ever going to see.
2D. Yep.
Brian, tell me about this. What year, what platform? What are we doing?
Oh, well, I decided I would go with the Sega Genesis in honor of Sega co-founder passing away. Did you get that news?
No,
earlier
when
today?
that happened. Was that recent?
Yeah, apparently it was released. I saw the article recently. It was David Rosen, 95, dies, video game visionary and co-founder of Sega. So I definitely stuck with the Sega. It's going to be the Sega Genesis 1991, and we'll talk a little more about David Rosen.
I'm being paywalled by the Times, but they did a big article on it. Look at that. They got
did.
animated stuff in the background. That's cool. Screw you, Times.
Stupid Times, and just give me the freebie stuff.
Give me
I'll
free
pay
things.
eventually.
Yeah, I'm sure
Yeah.
that us demanding free news hasn't ruined our news ecosystem over the last 20 years. I'm sure it's been fine.
It's all good.
All right, there's that. Let's find out what we got here. So you got Genesis 91. Here's your audio. My audio, I guess. Sounds like Sonic, is it? Anyway, read me what you got. What do you got?
Let's get some options here. Is it A, Marvel Land, B, Quackshot starring Donald Duck, C, Sonic the Hedgehog, or D, Pyros?
All right. I played a
bunch of
lot of
pyros.
Sonic, and something about it's wrong. Like the ring's not even quite right. The ring sounds. What would this is maybe from maybe there was a special level?
Or is it a trick?
Oh, shit, dude. Marvel Land, Quick Shot starring Donald Duck, Sonic the Hedgehog, or Pyros. Oh, I feel like I'm getting tricked and then tricked again. I'm going to say Sonic. Sonic the Hedgehog. It's some kind of bonus level or some shit.
Oh, good job, Scott. I thought you would say Sonic the Hedgehog, but it's Marvel Land.
Damn it. I fell for your trick. I thought it was a reverse trick. It was going to come back.
I know, right? It was so... When I heard it, I was like skimming through and I was like, holy shit. Am I playing Sonic? And I'm like, did somebody mix up the audio? And I went and double checked and I was like, holy crap, boy, they just wholesale stole all those sound effects.
Was it Marvel? Not a Marvel game, though.
Space Land. No, not Marvel at all.
Okay.
It's a platform game by Namco.
Yeah.
And it was at the arcades first in 90. Then it made it. It was also a System 2 hardware game. And then it made it to the Sega Genesis in 91.
Ooh, very nice. Well, we both lost today, horribly.
Yeah, we did. Did we, though? We got Display, and I think is winning.
Maybe we won. Yeah, we won just by being here.
Yeah.
It's a what do you call it? Participation trophy all around. Moving on to hey, guess what? Something new to retro. Although we lost our header for some reason, but we're gonna play this.
Oh, did you? Do I need to?
No, it's fine. I just don't know what happened to it. There used to be a thing above that said.
Oh, it did. Where did it go?
I don't know.
I might have pasted over time.
I knew what it is though, but you're totally fine. We're going to welcome to retro 20 years now the game called Rule of Rose, PS2, January 19th, 2006. This is a Japanese import, which tells me there isn't a big major title we can talk about this week as joining retro, which is fine.
You nailed it. That's right. Not a lot coming on in the early 2006. I don't know what was going on, but it wasn't. But that's okay because Rule of Rose is become a pretty important title over the years, and it's one that I would love to cover eventually. And I've heard from a lot of people that they did get this game. They had a Japanese import of this game because the buzz was so big around this game. So
I feel like I've never heard of it until today.
So we're going to definitely do a deep dive into it. We're probably going to cover it completely at some point in time. There's some good translations on this.
Is this a survival horror deal? Looks like it.
Yeah, pretty much a survival horror. It takes place in England in 1930s, and is kind of one of those. Jennifer is a young girl who has lost her memory and now finds herself on a bus holding a storybook given to her by a little boy.
All right.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, following the boy into a dark countryside. Yada yada. But yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, it sounds. I don't know if we have enough people.
It's got those orphan. It's got a lot of orphan themes. It's very Japanese.
Yeah, but do we have? I mean, is there like a fan outcry to cover this one? Do we know?
I've talked to a couple of people who want us to cover it.
All right,
there are a few.
Yes. Tondagosa says, yeah, it's worth a ton of money on the market. I'd never. Even
it's very expensive.
Let me see if I can find a copy on ye olde
We
eBay.
would definitely have to do things in
Rule
order
of
to
Rose.
play it.
Yeah, we'd have to do some stuff.
Do some stuff that may not include going on eBay.
Oh my gosh.
That's what I said. It is
mint condition.
Yeah.
No, tested with no
minty.
scratches. Just put right back in the box. $1,049.
Minty.
$800 for a kind of a used up one. Disc out of the box. $405 for a beat up one. My Lord.
My God.
Disc only. Look at this one. Disc only. Rule of Rose. $420. Blaze on.
We might be able to get that.
Or Blaze Up. Sorry, Blaze Up. Blaze
Up. Fundraising?
Yeah. Let's do it. If we wanted this version here, Rule of Rose, let's see, Japanese import, $900 for this sealed. It says new and
but
sealed.
you get I love the artwork, though.
Oh, it's awesome.
Love the artwork.
That ain't worth $900, Brian.
Well, I mean, to the right person, I'm sure it is, but not for me and you probably.
No.
Same year as that Sega Rally that we looked at in 2006.
Yeah,
and that's a lot. Well, it's only $200.
Is that all?
Yeah, $200 for the double box set.
Oh, is that all?
Yeah.
All right. Well done. Let's move on.
Next time somebody goes to Japan, let us know and see if you can find us a Rule of Rose for a little less.
Captain Kipper says he saw one in a pawn shop where he lives.
Oh, nice. Run back.
But was it running? And is it still there? You could go get it. You could walk. You know what you should do?
We'll wait.
Do it
We'll wait.
Do it like Pawn Stars. Walk in there and go, I'm looking for a, and the guy will go, well, best I can do would be, we can have that whole conversation.
And film it, please.
Yeah. Didn't someone on that show just die of like a big overdose or something? Something bad.
I think all of them died, haven't they? I don't know. It's just a tragic. That show is tragic.
Well, the one
best I can do is $20. The best I can do.
I like the best I can do memes. They're good.
Yeah, I love it.
All right. Listener feedback. Time to hear what you have to say.
Welcome to the treasure room.
This is a phone call, and it's from Dr. Splashy Pants.
Oh, I like that name.
I do too. He's got something to say about Descent in our episode on it. So let's play it and see what's up.
Hey, Scott and Brian. Dr. Splashy Pants here. I just wanted to say a quick thanks for the episode on Descent. It brought back many, many memories of sitting in front of my extremely low-end Power Mac playing the first 2 games in all their glory. I know that this has been touched on before, and maybe there's just not enough meat on the bone upon which to chew, but if you guys could talk about Star Siege Tribes, that would really, really make my Christmas. So, yeah, thanks. Thanks for all the work. Love the show.
Did we not do... I thought we did Tribes.
No. We've discussed it, and oddly enough, while I was looking today, talking about what was going to do next week, that was one of the ones on my short list. It is one that me and Scott have great fondness for.
Oh, yeah. One of my favorite shooters series of all time.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
I'm so mad at the 3-1 that they put out this year or 2 years ago and haven't supported at all and basically just... I think they just IP dumped and then took a shit on themselves and left.
And the Dr. Splashy Pants right out of there, didn't they?
Oh, pisses me off. Because I was really looking forward to it. Rivals? No, what's it called? Whatever it is.
Oh, was it called Rivals?
I think it's, it was like.
Was it called? It was something like that.
It had actual
Rocket Pack?
No, hold on.
Was it Rocket Pack?
It's going to drive me nuts. Tribes, Rivals.
I think it was something like Rivals or something. It's Rivals, yeah. I thought it sounded right.
So it's Tribes 3 Rivals on Steam. Currently at 62% mixed, mostly because they're like, where is this game? What's going on? Last update by the devs was 19 months ago.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Boo.
Because
that's okay, because we still have the original. So we're definitely gonna cover it sometime in the future. And one of the things that we had talked about the last time, I think me and Scott discussed it, was I was wanting to maybe exchange out one of our Unreal Tournament or one of our other servers we have at and put that up maybe.
Oh, Tribes.
I really feel like we need it. It feels like it needs to be a community thing, because that's how I remember Tribes, playing with like a large group of friends. Just, yeah.
We have an update, by the way, from Captain Kipper.
Oh, okay.
The Pawn Store still has that copy of Rose Red or whatever the hell it's called. What's it called? Rose's Rules. The Rule of Rose.
Rule of Rose.
$1,099.95 Canadian. With
which is like 50 cents US, is that right?
Case and manual. No, that's about
kidding.
That'd be about $9.50 or something US.
Right.
I'd have to go do an actual thing right now, but
right.
All right, there you go. Community Tribes. Oh.
Yes.
All right. Well, we may be doing Tribes soon. If not, next.
Absolutely. Yeah.
We'll have to decide. No, we're actually not. We have something planned for next week, but after that, I think Tribes that would be a perfect transition from what we're going to do. Next week, our new game. Oh, by the way, send all your emails to us, like that caller did.
Send all of them.
Yeah.
Even the ones you're sending to your doctor and your mom. Send us those too.
Yeah.
Copy us and everything.
Voicemails are easy. Voicecast.app/playretro. But if you'd rather email us, playretroshow@gmail.com. Or if you're looking for some alternate way to do it, there's lots of ways to do it at the website, which you can go find right now at frogpants.com/playretro. Our next discussion/game will be Gorf!
Gorf on golf. No, it's just Gorf, Galactic Orbiting Robot Force.
I love Gorf, and also Gorf is weirdly like a giant ripoff of other games.
Yeah.
Did you have much time with Gorf when you were younger?
Dude, I had so much time for Gorf, and I honestly, at one point in time, thought I was the only Gorf player in the galaxy. But it comes to find out, a lot of the people playing Gorf too. That's frog backwards, right? Is that right?
Yeah, I don't even know what. Dude. Gorf.
Yeah, Gorf. We got
look
some
at this
Star Trek
ugly ass Gorf screen. Look at that shit. Yeah. I love this game. Oh my gosh.
We mentioned it in our Shmup show way back in episode 45, but we're going to do it proper, which is exactly what Gorf deserves. Because I had a home port And I'm trying to remember which system. I'm assuming it was the Commodore 64, but maybe I'm wrong. I'll have to find out. I'll have to dig it out.
Do you remember the Gorf voice samples?
I do remember the Gorf voice samples and played at the arcade a lot too. It was Aladdin's Castle, and I would play it there quite frequently.
I'm gonna play this. Let me see if I can find it. Here we go.
Now, you have been promoted to Space Colonel. You will need a Orpheum Space Colonel.
Hey, Space Colonel, what's up? You've been promoted to Space Colonel.
Yeah, a little trivia here for you. Star Trek: The Motion Picture was supposed to be a tie-in with that. That's the reason why you get that cool Star Trek thing. But we'll dig deep into all the coolness. But that's the reason why it has that vibe and flavor, right? Matter of fact, I may even watch the motion picture as well. This week
I think it's hilarious. We'll talk about it then, but I think it's hilarious that they had an IP deal, and then it fell apart. So what did they do? Rip off like 4 other IPs to make their game.
Yeah. It's a variety of other mini games. I just watched this.
Nothing wrong with that. Although, I mean, I'm a 2 fan. I think 3 is ridiculous.
I love 2 as well, but I picked this up and I got that video now. It's the Search for Spock. And
famously a Nerdtacular Review film sack.
That's right.
Yeah. Remember that? That was fun.
That's right. I can't
doing that again this year. Can't wait.
Yeah, and Brian's coming. Woo! Brian's going to be there.
Get in there and sign up today. We're going to have this massive games panel that'll include Play Retro, Core, some other people, including some guests that no one's even known about yet. We haven't talked about yet. All kinds of rad stuff. Can't wait.
Who's the most comfortable with lap sitting? Is it John or Bo? Who do you think's the core crowd? Who do you think's more comfortable?
Bo
with
is very comfortable sitting in your lap. Let's put it that way.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
That's very stoked about that. Anyway, it's going to be great.
Our hairs may tangle.
We got
that's the case.
We got the schedule coming out soon. I'll be posting that. I did a lot of work on it today. In fact, so you'll be seeing that really soon. A bunch of other fun stuff. So watch for that if you haven't gotten your tickets yet. Get them now while they're hot and while they're cheap over at frogpants.com/nerdtacular today. Also, really good hotel room rates. So grab those while you can.
I got mine.
Yeah, because you think ahead is what you do.
That's right, and I've got I got a king size bed. Maybe I've only got one other person come with me. Maybe we've got more room for you to come.
Here. I used to always make that sound and make my wife embarrassed at public places.
I know, just like just like this kind of like you do in Forrest Gump.
That's right, absolutely. Yeah. Well, enough. That was our Smack Talk.
Smack Talk.
All right, we're now out of here. That's going to do it for us. Please be here next week. Between now and then, I would really prefer it if some of you would spend some time playing something retro. So please do that, and then we'll be back next week with more for me and for Brian and for all of you. We'll see you next time.
This show is part of the Frog Pants Network. Yes. Get more at frogpants.com.
Looks like we got ourselves an old-fashioned
Sega Rally Championship.